Hello, I'm Tamara Wulf and I work for the Apparel Impact Institute as a Senior Director of Programs. Today, I want to introduce you to the Clean by Design Chemistry and Wastewater Management Program. But let me first give you an introduction to AII programs as such. The Apparel Impact Institute is running programs across 4 focus areas: energy, water, chemistry, and materials. We are curating partnerships to scale proven impact initiatives with the objective to achieve efficiency and renewable energy sources to reduce carbon emissions. We are looking in the reduction in water through increased process efficiency and production innovation, the elimination of or the reduction of the use of hazardous chemicals in production, but also the increase of ZDHC MRSL conforming chemistry, and thoughtful material choices and innovative product design. Our approach towards programs is to build a portfolio for impact programs that are reducing the environmental footprint. We do start with early stage solution and then we look into the long term. Programs often start at a pre-seed or pilot phase. So we lead or support research and innovation for solutions that are unknown, and then we take that information to inform our incubation pipeline. Then we come to the pilot phase, where we lead or support the de-risking and piloting to prove impact and attainability for market potential, to bring together several brands who then run a pilot together in a certain geography and on a certain topic. From there we go into the model phase. When it has proven successful, we are adapting it as needed from what we've learned during the pilot, and then we bring it to further geographies, or we add more facilities. Afterwards we bring it to scale and support, promote and recruit the industry towards the proven high impact programs. Ultimately, we are building a climate solutions portfolio and become the aggregator of programs that are proven to reduce carbon. The Apparel Impact Institute has done quite some research on intervention that help the supply chain to decarbonize. We work together with the World Resource Institute and have identified 7 key areas: the maximization of material efficiency, the scaling of preferred materials and practices, the acceleration of next generation materials, the maximization of energy efficiency, elimination of coal in materials and product manufacturing, and a shift to 100% renewable electricity. A very important future opportunity is the implementation of circular business models. I have here an overview of our programs, just to show you the impact areas as well as which tiers they are available. Today we are looking at our Clean by Design Chemistry and Wastewater Management program, which currently is in the model phase and is actually going towards scale. The Clean by Design Chemistry and Wastewater Management program is particularly useful for Tier 2 factories. Through 10 best practices, we are achieving water reduction, cleaner chemistry, and an improved wastewater quality. Often energy efficiency aspects and GHG reduction do happen at the same time, because when you optimize your process, you may become more efficient. The program objective is the quantitative reduction of chemicals wherever it makes sense. So it could be commodity and ETP chemicals. It could also be dyes and auxiliaries. But it's very important that this is not controversial to the outcomes related to cleaner chemistry. At the same time, it's very important to increase the number of chemicals which are ZDHC MRSL conformant. So level 1, level 2, level 3, and of course the aim is to go as much towards level 3 as possible. We also help the factories to identify and eliminate risky chemicals. We are also supporting in improving wastewater quality. Of course, it's the reduction of wastewater effluent nonconformities, but it's really also to meet the legal requirements, the STAT-DHC conventional and MRSL parameters. To do so, we are using a range of STAT-DHC tools, such as the STAT-DHC supplier to zero foundational level, the STAT-DHC technical industry guideline training and wastewater management trainings, and the performance in-check reports. The program will also help you to build the capacity to improve your HIG-FEM chemicals and wastewater management scoring. We have a range of implementations partners, with the STAT-DHC being one of them. The STAT-DHC is a global multi-stakeholder initiative of more than 160 contributors within the fashion and footwear industry. The program has been fully aligned with the STAT-DHC guidance and materials and utilizes STAT-DHC trainings and tools to achieve the program outcomes. We have decided to use the STAT-DHC as a partner in order to implement towards one standard. I'm very happy to announce here also that Sustainable Textile Solutions is our key expert partner to implement the program. The Sustainable Textile Solutions team is recognized for its leading subject matter expertise in textile and leather wet processing, dyeing chemistry. They are a STAT-DHC accredited training provider, a STAT-DHC contributor, and an SIC affiliate. Their experts have long-standing experience working with facilities, in particular also on process optimization and recipe optimization. To deliver the STAT-DHC trainings, we work with NIMCOTEC, who has an established e-learning platform. NIMCOTEC is a STAT-DHC accredited training provider. With the chemical inventory being very important in order to drive chemical compliance, we have partnered with the Beehive. Within the program, we do accept other solutions as well. However, the Beehive is our preferred partner, and the tool helps you for chemical inventory management and is free of charge within the CbD program. The Beehive is a STAT-DHC approved solution provider for the in-check performance report. So having spoken about our partners, the program is clustered around best practices. We're having 10 best practices, while 5 best practices are aimed at chemicals and 5 at wastewater management. Some of you may have a central ETP, some of you may have their own ETP. For both of you, this program is highly relevant. Some of you may be less mature and others might be more mature. And our 10 best practices are set up in a way to help all of you. Where we start very basic with a chemical inventory that we want you to have complete, updated and available. There's always opportunity to improve chemical selection. On the one hand, cleaner with lower levels of unintentional, unwanted and harmful contaminants. But then there's also the opportunity through chemistry to reduce your effluent load in terms of COD, nitrogen or phosphorus. We are looking at very practical topics to help you reduce chemical consumption, but at the same time to be more efficient. So we are looking at the matching the recipes with usages and the optimization of equipment size and capacity. If you have already done everything else, recover and reuse of chemical inputs is certainly a very good topic for you to get to work on. In case you have a central ETP, the next 5 best practices are also relevant to you, while at a different stage, right? So the enhancement of communication between key personnel is something that everybody should really work on. It's about the ETP management being fully informed about effluent load from production. The management of key processes and key process waste streams is really important to ensure that your waste streams do not exceed ETP capacity or design. We're looking at the management of wastewater influent temperature to reduce chemical consumption and waste. And a very important point is the monitoring of wastewater influent and effluent, and depending on whether you're a central ETP or you have your own ETP, there's a little bit of difference how this is managed. A point that is very relevant for everybody is what to do in case of an ETP emergency. So that's also a topic we are looking into. These 10 best practices keep us busy for around 12 to 13 months. We do start with a kickoff, have on-site visits, the e-learning trainings in the form of the ZDHC Technical Industry Guideline and Wastewater Management trainings, a technical training where we typically dive much deeper in what you can do with a chemical inventory. We are looking in an on-site visit to surface opportunities, action planning, one-on-one consultancy, and then there is like a midterm progress meeting. So we are meeting, we are discussing, and we are measuring what you have achieved. We continue the journey with consultancy engagement, and then the validation of your results and the final report. Over these 12 months, there are several ZDHC tools which we are implementing. The action plan is the heart of the program, and it will be developed after the on-site visit. The factory really is part of developing this action plan. And a very important point is that the expert will be your trusted advisor during the time of implementation. It's very important to do some of those steps in order to be successful. So on the one hand, we want you to implement at least 6 of the actions from the action plan. And it's also mandatory to do the ZDHC Technical Industry Guideline and Wastewater Management training, as well as the supplier to zero foundational level. Once you have run through the whole program, we will have a recognition or a party, hopefully, or a closing meeting with all stakeholders to share and celebrate your results. The best, of course, would be a party, because I'm sure you have worked very hard to achieve the program. Just quickly for you, what is in for you? And I'm not talking about the process optimization, I'm not talking about the time savings, I'm not talking about the water savings, but what are the tangible benefits that you have in hand? So you have a certificate stating your program performance, you will have the ZDHC Technical Industry Guideline, Wastewater and Training certificates. If this is something that's very valuable for you and that's to be discussed with your expert, you get a validated in-check report. You have a ZDHC supplier to zero foundational level, and hopefully you have the opportunity to improve your HIC-FEM scoring. This being said, there's obviously so much more in this program. So I look forward to seeing you joining our program soon. Thank you so much.